We live in a world that often equates strength with external factors. We are bombarded with messages that tell us our worth is measured by our achievements, possessions, and the opinions of others. We strive for validation from the outside, seeking approval and recognition to feel good about ourselves. But this pursuit of external strength is an illusion, a trap that leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled. True strength does not come from the number of likes on our social media posts or the size of our bank accounts. It is not found in the clothes we wear or the car we drive. These external markers of success are fleeting and superficial. They can disappear as quickly as they appear, leaving us feeling lost and insecure. When we rely on external validation for our sense of self-worth, we give away our power. We become dependent on others to tell us who we are and what we are capable of. This dependence makes us vulnerable to criticism, rejection, and the inevitable ups and downs of life. True strength comes from within. It is about cultivating a deep sense of self-worth that is not contingent on external factors. It is about embracing our vulnerabilities, owning our stories, and living a life that is true to ourselves. The problem with seeking validation from external sources is that it is inherently fleeting. The high we get from a promotion, a new car, or a compliment from someone we admire is often short-lived. Soon we are chasing after the next achievement, the next material possession, or the next external validation to fill the void within. This constant pursuit of external validation keeps us trapped in a cycle of striving and never truly arriving. It prevents us from being present in the moment and appreciating the good things in our lives. It also disconnects us from our true selves as we become more concerned with presenting a certain image to the world than with nurturing our own authentic identity. Moreover, relying on external validation for our sense of self-worth sets us up for disappointment and heartache. The world is an unpredictable place, and there will be times when we fail to meet the expectations of others, or when our circumstances change in ways that are beyond our control. When we define ourselves by external factors, these setbacks can feel devastating, shaking our sense of self to the core. True strength comes from cultivating a deep sense of self-worth that is not contingent on external factors. It is about embracing our vulnerabilities, owning our stories, and living a life that is true to ourselves. Inner strength is the unwavering belief in ourselves and our abilities, even in the face of adversity. It is the courage to be our authentic selves, even when it feels scary or uncomfortable. It is the resilience to bounce back from setbacks and the wisdom to learn from our mistakes. Inner strength is not about being perfect or never experiencing fear, doubt, or insecurity. It is about acknowledging these emotions, accepting them as part of the human experience, and choosing to move forward with courage and determination. It is about recognizing that God is enough for us, just as we are with our flaws and all. When we cultivate inner strength, we develop a deep sense of self-trust. We also see others in similar situations and realize that many are in the same situations. We are all just walking each other home. We learn to rely on our own judgment and intuition rather than seeking validation from others. We become more comfortable with risk-taking and embracing new challenges, knowing that we have the Creator to navigate whatever may be in our way. Inner strength is not something we are born with. It is a skill that we cultivate through intentional practice and self-reflection. It is an ongoing journey, not a destination. At the heart of inner strength lies self-belief, the unwavering conviction in our inherent worth and capabilities. This belief is not about arrogance or inflated ego. It's about recognizing our potential even when we haven't fully realized it. It's the quiet whisper within that says, you are capable. You are worthy. You can do this even when faced with self-doubt and external challenges. Cultivating self-belief starts with acknowledging our past victories, both big and small. It's about remembering the amazing times we overcame many obstacles, achieved our goals, and surprised even ourselves with the strength and resilience that has been gifted to us. Life is a gift, and resilience is a gift after the gift. We have many gifts, more than we can count. Each success, no matter how seemingly insignificant, serves as a building block, reinforcing our belief in what we can achieve. However, self-belief also requires us to challenge our inner critic, that voice of doubt that whispers negativity and undermines our confidence. This voice is often deeply ingrained, stemming from past experiences and societal conditioning. Silencing it requires conscious effort, replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations and a belief in our inherent worthiness. Furthermore, cultivating self-belief involves surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals who uplift and encourage us. These are the people who see our potential, believe in our dreams, and provide a safe space for us to be vulnerable and authentic. Section 5. Resilience. Bouncing back from adversity. Life is an unpredictable journey filled with both triumphs and setbacks. Resilience, a core component of inner strength, is the ability to navigate these inevitable challenges with grace and determination, emerging from adversity even stronger than before. It's about acknowledging that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth and learning. Resilience is not about denying the pain or difficulty of challenging experience. It's about allowing ourselves to feel the emotions that come with adversity, sadness, anger, frustration, without letting them consume us. It's about acknowledging our feelings, processing them in a healthy way, and then choosing to move forward with courage and hope. Building resilience involves developing coping mechanisms that help us manage stress and adversity, not narcissism or hatefulness. This might include mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises that help us stay grounded in the present moment. It might also involve seeking support from loved ones, engaging in activities that bring us joy, or simply allowing ourselves time and space to heal. Section 6. Self-awareness. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses. A crucial aspect of inner strength lies in self-awareness, the ability to look inward and understand our thoughts, emotions, values, and motivations. It's about recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, our passions and fears, and how these internal factors influence our actions and interactions with the world. It's about fixing our leaks so we don't sink by our own undoing. Self-awareness begins with honest self-reflection. This might involve journaling, meditation, or simply taking time for quiet contemplation. It's about asking ourselves difficult questions. What are my core values? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What brings me joy? What are my fears? What patterns do I see repeating in my life? There are patterns in chaos. Find the patterns and see through the chaos. Understanding our strengths allows us to leverage them effectively, building upon our natural talents and abilities. It's about recognizing what we excel at and utilizing those strengths to pursue our goals and passions. We are all gifted with the divine gift of knowing. We all know, but are too worn out with negativity, so we do not see. The devil tries to cut off our senses. Fix your communication with the Creator before anything else, just like plugging in a loose cable to an uninterrupted power supply, instead of working on the CPU itself. God provided us with UPS, the uninterrupted power supply. Without Him, there is no power supply. Checking our network connections and even loose physical cables is the first part in IT troubleshooting. Symbolic to life itself. Hold tight to the rope of the Creator of the heavens and the earth and all that is in it, so that you and me would always be rescued and never lose connection. Ropes were created to pull us, to rescue us, not to choke us or to punish us. Yet the devil found a way with this holy symbol of hope. Similarly, acknowledging our weaknesses is not about self-criticism, but about identifying areas where we can grow and develop. Reconnect to the real source. Come step back into the light. Section 7. Practical steps to cultivate inner strength. Cultivating inner strength is an ongoing journey that requires conscious effort and consistent practice and a strong connection to the divine. It's about incorporating small, meaningful changes into our daily lives that over time lead to profound personal transformation. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This can be achieved through practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a few moments to notice the sensations in our body and the world around us. Mindfulness helps calm the mind, reduce stress, and increase self-awareness. 2. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude and thankfulness is about focusing on the good in our lives, even when things are challenging. A simple but profound act is thinking about creations who are struggling much more than ourselves and praying for them. It is for people to learn from each other's lives and to always be thankful and humble. The greats who came before us were always thankful and helped us understand a core lesson for all. Taking time each day to appreciate the simple things, a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a friend, can shift our perspective and cultivate a greater sense of contentment. 3. Practice self-compassion. We are often our own harsh critics. Sadly, the worst and the best critics. The world could never criticize us as we do to ourselves. Remember that we have been gifted. This person looking back at us in the mirror. It is a person not just like us, but is us with the same rights and dignity. We have a divine duty to love ourselves. See ourselves as people as well, not to take ourselves for granted as well. One day that sweet, caring person in the mirror will not be there, who was once full of hope and possibilities. It is our own critical reflection that causes despair. That sweet person who once you loved will not be there. It is never too late to value our gifts, to value the person in the mirror, and give them a reassuring, gentle smile. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a loved one. It's about acknowledging that we are human, and jinn, and from God's creations, we are capable of making mistakes, but worthy of love and acceptance, even when we fall short of our own expectations. It is the ones who become hopeless, vengeful and arrogant, that become demonic among this righteous earth, causing further division and discord. Do not let the devil drag you down to the pits of hell with him. He attacks your unity of existence, your identity, to weaken you to be like him, to go where he is going, but not alone. Misery loves company as well. Section 8. The transformative power of inner strength. As we cultivate inner strength, we begin to experience a profound shift in our lives. The constant need for external validation fades away, replaced by a deep sense of self-worth that emanates from within. We become more resilient in the face of adversities, more confident in our abilities, and more comfortable with our own vulnerabilities. This inner transformation empowers us to break free from limiting whispers that may have held us back in the past. We begin to challenge negative self-talk, replacing it with positive affirmations and a belief in our gifts and our potential to gift others from what we have been gifted. We start to take risks, pursue our passions, and live a life that is true to ourselves, no longer bound by the fear of judgment or rejection. Furthermore, inner strength allows us to embrace vulnerability, recognizing that true connection and authenticity require us to let down our guard and show up as our true selves. This vulnerability, far from being a weakness, becomes a source of strength, allowing us to form deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. Section 9. Living a life of true freedom. Living a life of true freedom requires us to embrace the principles of inner strength in all areas of our lives. It's about setting healthy boundaries, managing stress effectively, and living in alignment with our values. Setting boundaries is about recognizing our limits and communicating them clearly and assertively. It's about saying no to demands on our time and energy that do not align with our values or priorities. Boundaries are not selfish. They're essential for protecting our well-being and preserving our energy for the people and activities that matter most. Effective stress management is crucial for maintaining inner peace and preventing burnout. This might involve incorporating stress-reducing activities into our daily routines, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. It might also mean seeking professional support when needed, recognizing that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Ultimately, living a life of true freedom means living in alignment with our values. It's about identifying what is truly important to us and making choices that reflect those values. Even when we feel overwhelmed, no soul is overwhelmed more than it can bear.